weeks treat you?
Good. Yeah, no, that's refreshing, you know, be able to come in, get some hard practices in, and then recover the body.
You're a Nebraska guy. I think you got first black shirt last year or the year before. Coach White was telling us that Phelan got it. I'm just guessing that must have been a really special moment for somebody who had been a lifelong Nebraskan and watching him get it and his reaction.
Yeah, no, I was super happy for him because he's worked his butt off since he's been here. So there's no other person that deserves it more.
Northwestern, I mean, can you kind of, that team lost their coach to start the year. Can you kind of relate to what those guys are probably going through, the emotions that they're
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're a team that plays for each other, man. Like, when they lost their coach, everybody stayed together, right? So we know what we're going to get. They're going to come in, they're going to play hard for each other.
What do you remember about that game? I mean, you probably don't remember much about Ireland, but just how they kind of hit you guys in the mouth as a defense. And I think a lot of people are surprised by that.
Yeah, no, they took advantage of our mistakes, so we can't do that.
The last 2 weeks without Luke, how do you think the defense kind of adjusted to that, and what's it going to mean to have him back out there?
No, it's big always having a guy like Luke come back, an experienced dude. So I'm glad to see him out there with us again. It'll be exciting.
Hey, that single jersey, obviously you're a black shirt, but you also got one of those single-digit jerseys. I'm wondering if, like, now that you have one of those, if you feel an extra sense of responsibility because your teammates put you in a position of leadership, and what that means, like when you look at that number, does that mean something extra because your teammates told you you're a leader?
Yeah, no doubt. You definitely feel that. I know myself, I take pride in that, and knowing that my teammates voted for me to be one of the leaders on the team, so I know I take a lot of pride in being that guy.
The backup quarterback's got one of the single digits. How have you seen Jeff kind of handle the last month and a half?
Yeah, you know, Jeff's been super supportive and definitely given like the defense great looks. So he's doing a great job holding that responsibility too.
You ever been on a team with a coaching staff that will move guys around in season like this staff will?
Yeah, you know, this is the first time for me a staff's done that, like moving receivers to defense and defensive guys to offense, you know, and I'm all about that because if a guy can play, you got to get him on the field somehow.
Is that pretty interesting sometimes? First day or so you watch like Jeremiah pop back there, it's like, okay, I see what they see a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt, especially Jeremiah. He's definitely got the skill set to be a DB, so I was pretty pumped to see him on our side of the ball.
A couple of weeks ago, Coach Rule said, this team, the defense needs to know that this is a defensive team. After that Illinois game, do you guys kind of have that sense that you're the backbone and the team goes with you guys?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I've felt like that for a long time, and at times we haven't showed that, but I think we know it now.
I think Coach made it pretty clear yesterday that it's really important for him, for this team to not look down the road, not watch games during your bye week and think about how that could play for the second half of your season. How has that been received by the team, and do you feel like that's any different this year? I mean, it's always kind of like a preaching week by week mentality with football, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but they mean it. Like Coach Rowe, he really means it, and he does it by example. Like, he's never talking about future stuff. He's always just talking about that week and just focusing on what's coming up and just taking that next rep mentality.
How do you think that can have an impact? What can that do when you're playing on Saturday?
To me, it's always coming into a week playing like we just got our ass kicked by Michigan, right? Like, coming every week, like, hey, we got to get better this week. And next week don't matter. It's just this week right now.
Okay. All right.
Thanks guys.